We're on, Paul.
Hey, everybody. I hope that everyone is having an awesome day and enjoying this beautiful weather. I am really excited about the show we have on today, or whatever you want to call this interview here that we've been doing. Tom and I have been talking about it nonstop because we're loving it and having a lot of fun. And it was, I think, Rob Eden who we had talked about, hey, you should have kid entrepreneurs on here as well. So Tom suggested, hey, why don't we have your kids on here? And so been talking with the kids today and getting ready. They're sitting here beside me, super nervous and excited. I know for me, I speak on stage all around the world sometimes in front of all kinds of people, and it never ever gets unnerve wracking. I always want to get out and perform and do my best to inspire people. And something that myself and even my kids, we pray for it every night. We ask God to put people in front of us so that way we can be a positive influence in this world. And that's something that I really hope my kids take and that they do in their life is really just influence people in a positive manner. And I know that that's really what Tom and I are shooting for with this whole program. So I'm going to pass it over to Tom to get things started. And I know that we've been chatting all week about this and we're definitely excited about it. So Tom, again, I really appreciate you thinking up this great idea. And I know that the more I talk to people, they're loving it. So go ahead, Tom. Let's kick this thing off.
That's awesome. Thanks, Paul. It's great being on here with you. I'm glad you're here with me. I don't think I'd be able to do it as well by myself. It's great to have a great speaker like yourself helping me out. And boy, are we excited today to have your kids, entrepreneurs, speaking with us today. And I'll tell you, when we first started with the negotiations, this is the first one we've had to negotiate terms. And the kids right off the bat said, well, you need to share our YouTube video and we'll come on for you. And we agreed that if they did the video that was to your liking, Paul, that we would share it on YouTube. So let the negotiations begin with these young entrepreneurs. So I guess right off the bat, let's start out with a couple of questions. Guys, how are you today?
I'm very nice.
Good. So you've had a few businesses over the last few years. Can you tell us about what businesses you've had, what you've been doing?
Yes, so we've done lawn care, car detailing, and snow removal.
Awesome. Snow removal. Okay, and I do remember that I had a little bit of jewelry from a past networking business that I had that was left over, and you guys actually set up and sold that. And I remember you having suits on, dressed up, bringing all your mom's lady friends over to the house, and you were selling jewelry. So great to watch you in action there. That was a fun night too. So. I got, you know what, the other thing, this is the first time with this that I've got like this whole list of questions. It's usually we have a couple or three. You guys have really stepped up the game here. So I guess, what do you do in your business, John? You lawn cutting. You guys have a few customers. You go around cutting lawn, and you share the duties.
Yep.
So you're the weed whacker. Sometimes you do the lawn mowing, and you guys have got an assistant as well, don't you?
Yep. Our little brother Austin.
So you're bringing him along too. So he's an entrepreneur as well.
Yes.
Awesome. So I guess, Paul, let's come back to you for a second. I know you guys have been homeschooling the kids for most of their lives, and I guess one of the things is the great flexibility that homeschooling allows you, and you've allowed them to grow as entrepreneurs as part of their schooling and their education. And I guess at a point like this in our where we're at with everything, people are in the same situation now. Their kids are at home, and maybe it's a good opportunity for people to teach their kids. Tell us a little bit about the history and how it all came to be.
Yeah, for sure. You know, Tara and I both have been homeschooling the kids almost right from the get go. Aiden went to school for a little bit of time. And one of the biggest reasons why we started homeschooling is we both became entrepreneurs and we came home from our careers and started to just be full time entrepreneurs, which gave us time. We love to travel. And we really wanted to world school the kids, show them what you need to know in life. And I know a lot of people maybe for the kids, I mean, they have the lawn care company, and the past 2 summers, they've made some serious good income doing it. But obviously, it took me to be there with them. It took me to drive them around, to get them. And then people like you, Tom and Deb, both of you guys, who have showed my children an immense amount of help, really, because you guys are always there, different ideas that they have or different ways. Hey, we want to make some more money, and just to have friends and family, a ton of our family who are there to say, no, for sure, come on over here. But today, a lot of the kids in the world, between school and then video games, there's no real hunger for them to become entrepreneurs. Their hunger is, we got to learn and then spend the rest of the time playing. And today, right now, a lot of people are realizing, man, you know what, as frustrating as it is, or as hard as it is to invest all this time that we are right now, that all the kids are home, man, the payout is awesome. I mean, to be able to be there with your kids. For Tara and I, we are blessed to be here a lot with our children. And I believe that them watching us be entrepreneurs is what has spilled into them. I know they're a little nervous right now, which who wouldn't be, especially in this new world where kids are all about trying to get on YouTube and get hits and get that and be seen. And really, I mean, that's not the point. The point is to put a good message out there to inspire people. And I like to ask my kids just a couple things really quickly that we sort of talked about before, because entrepreneurship spans off into other things. And I know both of the boys have done different stuff where their businesses have inspired them to do other things. And they've done a little bit of nonprofit work as well. And I know that we talked a little bit about it before. So I'm going to shoot it back over to them. And maybe they can talk a little bit about why they wanted to be entrepreneurs in the first place. What are they doing it for? And then maybe we can ask them a little bit about how important it is to focus on helping other people and really
giving back for sure.
Giving a hand up, right, in life sometimes. So I'm going to ask you guys again, maybe you guys, what inspired you guys? Why do you like being entrepreneurs? What do you like from it?
Just, I don't know. It's just really, it's like fun. Like you don't get the experience every day.
John, what do you like? What comes from it? What do you like about, what's the freedom you get from being an entrepreneur? What's the payback you get from it?
Well,
like, do you like the money?
yes.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit earlier, John, about the money, and then you guys put some away for savings, and you're allowed to spend a certain amount on fun and stuff. So what are some of the fun things you did?
We went to the arcade. We went to Darien Lake, and we do special occasions.
Yeah. And man, it's funny because you think, sorry, Tom, I was going to say, John is my twin. But whenever you put him in front of people, he gets super shy. Most people are like, man, he looks just like you, but he's definitely not shy. But when you put him in front of a group of people, sometimes he gets a little shy, but he's definitely sharp dressed and ready to rock. And yeah, I know, John, maybe you could talk a little bit about when we went and we did that stuff for Project Share, right? We drove from house to house, and what was the whole point? Like, what were we trying to do there?
Well, we were like giving food to people that needed food.
Exactly, right? And I mean, there's nothing better than helping someone and getting nothing in return than it is looking for something in return, right?
Now Aiden, I think you were a big organizer for a fundraiser you guys did with the neighbors for the SPCA, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yes, it was my friend Olivia. We did a bake sale and we raised over $300. And
that's awesome.
All to the SPCA.
That's great. Young guys and in business and giving back to the community at your age. It's just great to see. We love it.
So another question, I know we talked about, Tom, that you were going to ask Aiden about the book that he just finished.
Yeah, but actually first I wanted to say that you mentioned that Debbie and I gave them lots of stuff, like just from coming to our house and doing our lawn. But what's the most favorite thing, guys? Something that maybe involves
BLTs.
Yeah. Andy Debbie makes the best, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely pays food.
Yeah. So yeah, what book are you reading right now? And you wanted to mention a quote from that?
Yes. Right now I'm reading the book Attitude is Everything. Well, actually, I finished it 3 days ago, but I have a quote in here. It's you can't
always control criticism, but you can control your thoughts.
That's right. And how do you control your thoughts?
By reading, listening, and associating.
Associating with like people and
Yeah,
like-minded
like-
people, and definitely reading. That's a great book. It's a quick read, and it really pumps your attitude up. It makes you really think about how you treat other people and the value that you give when you're with someone, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I guess we also have another person here. He's waiting in the wings to have a little chat too, isn't he?
Yes. Yeah, I was going to introduce the other two kids just because there's actually four of them. So they'll be here. They'll be coming in a second. I think they're watching somewhere else in the house. But Tara?
So I guess while she's looking for the other two, you guys also are only allowed. Did we talk about iPads and how much? Why you're only allowed 1 hour on Saturday, 1 hour on Sunday?
No. But the reason why is my dad. We don't play a lot because it's
Okay, one sec, buddy. Go
okay,
right
just
behind
one
there.
question, okay?
Yeah.
The reason why is it's not good for you. And there's one thing, another quote I want to tell you is what you put in is what you put out.
That's so true. Yep. And that comes
Even
back to the
though they love iPad.
yeah.
And they definitely look forward to their 1 hour each on the weekends. And there's nothing wrong. I mean, anything that is too much is never good. But I mean, having four kids in a house, and I don't know if you can see them all. That's Nevi over there, our daughter. And Austin, you need to stand back there because they can't see you. But I mean, when you have no, just stay there. Yep, you're good. You guys just got to stay in the middle of the street.
I never.
When you have too much negative influence coming into a house, even I mean, there's a lot of great that you can do online and with iPads and things like that. I just feel that the more time I watch them spend at screen time, the less time they spend reading and doing other things like that. So, but and Austin, really quick, the little guy in the back that you see there, definitely an up and coming entrepreneur. No, you need to stay over there, bud, in the middle where I said.
They can't see
okay.
it.
You can't see over there. What he actually, any way he can try to make $1, he's there trying to make $1. What is something you've been doing recently?
Make stands.
Look, no, sit up straight and listen. Tell them nice and loud.
I make like stands inside of the house.
And what do you sell?
I sell like pictures, do card shows, and I do stuff.
Yeah, he sells all kinds of great pictures and stuff like that. So awesome. All right, buddy, go ahead with that way we can finish it up.
So one other thing I think that I remember you guys were doing, and this is like you were setting up the traditional business model where Aiden, you were making swords and you were selling them wholesale to John, and John was out selling them to the neighbors, weren't you? Making them out of wood and sticks and stuff?
I made them, and then he bought them, and then so I sold them to him for $7, and he sold them to the neighbors for 10.
Entrepreneurs, it's a great example of entrepreneurship. You guys are awesome. So Paul, was there anything else we added to?
Yeah, I'd love for them. This wasn't something we talked about, but you guys, and I don't know, it might be too on the spot, but there's a lot of kids in this that are right now off of school, yes, that are starting to be homeschooled kids, and I know that a lot of when people think of homeschool kids, they think of, what about the association? And right now, I mean, a lot of kids can't play with their neighbor friends, and one way our kids are super blessed is that they have each other to play with because there's 4 kids here. But right now, you guys, I mean, you've always been homeschooled, and we've never worried about the association because we're blessed with so many great friends and neighbors. I mean, the neighbors around here are awesome, and they're always outside playing, great influence. But what do you guys, being homeschooled kids, right? What is something that you love about? What do you like about being homeschooled? That you're here all day. What do you like about it?
Well, we're home all the time. It's amazing. I'm going to spend a lot of time with our family and our awesome parents.
John, what do you like about it?
That's what I was going to say.
But say something else. What do you like about it?
You get to spend more time at home, and you don't have to learn like A plus B. That makes no sense.
That'll come eventually.
Being homeschooled kids, because we travel, right? And we have the time to go whenever we want. Where are some of the places that we've taken you more for world schooling, Where are some of the places that you love that you've been? Not everywhere.
Yeah,
but some.
I'll tell you a few. So a few of my favorites were we went on a cruise ship. My favorite thing was the unlimited ice cream, of course. We went. It was called the Caribbean Cruise, and we went to Florida, Haiti, and I'll let John say some.
We went to Mexico. We went to a lot of different places.
Did you what did we do in Las Vegas? Remember in Vegas?
Where the bird pooped on Papa's shirt.
The bird pooped on Papa's shirt. Right? We went to Vegas. That was fun, right?
And New York City.
Yeah, New York City. Anything else?
We did just a lot of places. Some of them I can't even remember the names.
Disney World.
Yeah, Disney World.
Yeah.
We went to. I already said we went to Darien Lake.
Yeah, it was somewhere you loved. Yeah.
Yes.
And one other thing I'd love for you guys to share. One thing that Tara and I are really blessed with is we have great cooks in our house. I mean, Tara's an amazing cook, but the kids are definitely picking up that trait. And hey, Deb, the kids are picking up the trait. And Aiden and John both are super good cooks. But why do you guys like cooking?
I don't know. It's just fun.
Because I get to eat it when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And I've had breakfast cooked by them, and they do a great job.
Well, and you know what? One of the things is because they're homeschooled, they have the time every morning. We eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which a lot of people now are at home eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And as your kids watch you do that every single day, eventually they just want to do it with you and pick it up. And they've definitely done that really well. And I mean, we wake up some mornings to them have breakfast all set up for us on the table, and we're ready to eat. And I am, as a father, I do my best to raise my kids. And I'll tell you, I am super proud of these two boys and my other boy and my daughter, because every single one of them are doing their best to be the best example that they can be. And I mean, we know that God definitely has a plan for us, and it's definitely to be an influence in. Right now, it's a dark world where a lot of people are scared, but the more positive you could be, the more positive your kids could be, the more of a light you can be in this world. And I'm proud of these guys, and I'm thankful that they took the time out of their busy schedule to come on today and share with us. And I really hope that somebody out there gets something out of this, and it inspires them. And Tom, again, thank you, because this platform, I know, will be something that maybe it's even ideas people get from it that they can go out there. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, you can share still. But I'm gonna. I know Aiden has one more thing to share, and then we'll pass it back over to Tom.
Okay.
Make sure to go to Jane Ferrusi, subscribe, like, and hit the bell.
Oh, there is a YouTube channel that they're starting. They're not too sure how it all works yet, but they're going from being self-employed, where they have to go out there and cut grass, make money once. Now they're trying to get into the world of more of a residual income where they can do the work once and continue. So they're trying to get into the world of YouTube and getting likes and stuff like that. So I think this channel that they started is, what is it, kids?
We'll post a link.
Kids, cool kids, but for some reason there's a glitch in YouTube right now and it's not working.
Well, we'll post a link to it when it's ready, and we've got a deal. Not until we see the video that you guys produce. So
yeah.
So listen, it's been great talking to you guys today. You did an awesome job, and I love the wardrobes. You guys are all dressed like professionals, and I know you are. And thanks again for coming on, and thank you, Paul, for bringing them on with us and being on this with me.
No problem. We'll talk to you later, Tom. Thank you.
Okay. Take care.
Bye for now.